Good morning, everyone, especially to our professor, Dr. Ariel U. Cubelias. I am Arlene T. Ulaco, the reporter of this morning. My assigned topic is all about curriculum mapping. Have you ever wondered how to pace your lesson so that it will cover a period of time, like hours, weeks, quarters, semester, or the whole year? So in this lesson, will teach us curricular is an important process and tool in curriculum development, which is curriculum mapping and curriculum maps. But before that, we will have first and objectives. First, objectives define curriculum mapping as part of curriculum designing. Identify the purposes of curriculum maps. Familiarize oneself of some examples of curriculum maps. Now let us know what is curriculum mapping. Curriculum mapping is the process indexing or diagramming a curriculum to identify and address academic gaps, redundancies, and misalignments for purposes of improving the overall coherence of a course of study, and by extension, its effectiveness. This process was introduced by Heidi Hayes Jacobs in 2004 in her books Getting the Results of Curriculum Mapping. This approach is an ongoing process or work in progress. Curriculum mapping also, it is not a one-time initiative but a continuing action which involves the teachers and other stakeholders who have common concerns, who are responsible in making curriculum mapping. Curriculum can be done by teachers alone, a group of teachers teaching the same subject, the department, the whole school or district, and the whole educational system. Now let us know the purpose of curriculum maps. First, we have our visual timelines that outlines desired learning outcomes to be achieved. So when we say learning outcomes, it is like the content, skills, and values taught, instructional time, assessment to be used, and the overall student movement towards attainment of the intended outcomes. So a map is a guide to school calendar. Next is provide quality control of what are taught in schools to maintain excellence. Now, when we say excellence, it should be efficiency and effectiveness. It means that it is intended to improve instruction and maintain quality education that all stakeholders to be assured. Sometimes parents are asked question, why is my friend son studying decimals in Mr. Rojas' class and my son is not studying the same in Miss Julia's class when they are of the same grade level? So in that case, we will look at the curriculum map to see their intended outcomes and content are covered. Then the third one is always a work in progress. So it enables the teachers of the curriculum review team to create and recreate the curriculum. Last one is provide a good information modification of curriculum. When we say modification, it is a change the standards and competences in order to find ways to build connection in the elements of the curricula. Now, this is the curriculum curriculum mapping process. So some curricularists would describe curriculum mapping as making a map to succeed. That is why mapping will produce a curriculum map, which is a very functional tool in curriculum development. So there are many ways of doing things according to what outcome one needs to produce. So there are suggested steps to follow. So first, we have make a matrix or spreadsheet. Play, place a timeline that you need to cover. This should be dependent on the time frame of a particular curriculum that was written. Enter the intended learning outcomes, skills needed to be taught or achieved at the end of teaching. Then enter the same matrix the content areas, subject areas to be covered. Then align and name each resources available such as textbooks, workbooks, module next to subject areas. Then next, enter the teaching learning method to be used to achieve the outcomes. Align and enter the assessment procedure and choose the intended learning outcomes, content areas, and resources. Circulate the map, all involve personal order inputs. Revise and refine map based on suggestion and distribute to all concerned. So this is the example of curriculum map in basic education. So as you see, it begins with a matrix and input all the necessary necessary learning outcomes. So this is the another um, example for a degree program for college. So this is another curriculum map example for a degree program for college. First, we have make a matrix or spreadsheet. Identify the degree of program outcomes. Identify the subject or courses under the degree. Choose the subject and outcomes and determine if such subject accomplished the outcomes either learn, opportunity, or perform. Then list the degree program outcomes along the horizontal cell. Use could as PO1, PO2, then PO means program outcomes. List the subject along the vertical cells of the matrix in a logical or chronological order. Then fill up all cells. After accomplishing the map, use it as a guide for all teachers teaching the course for students to complete the degree in 4 years. So this is an example of curriculum map of college. So we have the legend here. So L means learn outcomes. P is practice learn outcomes. And O, opportunity to learn and practice. So this is the sample subject here. Okay, so that would be all. And thank you. And God bless everyone.